So we have what? 5, 8, 30 mana. We go for 3. 1. This will be so fun. Look at this. And we can even copy all of the goblins. Oh my god. This is perfection. And our opponent doesn't know what hit them. Alright. Let's get the triggers, shall we? Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today Golgari that I absolutely loved. It performed, it was super fun, it has even some cool synergies because we will be playing Doppelgang, and you will see one of the most fun and hilarious games against red decks. Like, we will have more red creatures than the red player, and it will be so funny. So this deck just has everything. We have ramp, we have ton of answers to everything, including enchantments, artifacts, we can Tear Asunder, we can Pulse, or we can just steal it and Doppelgang, and we have more than them. We have also Cease and Desist against the Awakening deck that I know you guys don't like. Nobody likes this deck, and it's right now one of the most popular decks. You can just exile Omniscience from the graveyard and their deck does nothing. You can also steal their strategy with 4 robberies, which will get amplified with all the overlords. With Doppelgang you can copy ton of lands or overlords, so you actually have so much mana for the robbery that you can either mill them or just steal their strategy and play it better than them. And with Up the Beanstalk we can draw so many cards that we still have draw engine while not investing anything in the draw engine, and we can even interrupt their game plan. So guys, this deck has it all. It's fun to play and you can do crazy things, especially with Doppelgang. So I hope you like it. Oh, and we have a great deal today. If you like and subscribe, we make more Golgari content, and I know there's a lot of Golgari fans, and I'm one of them. This deck was created literally because I tried different deck. It got so demolished on the ladder that I actually, after 1.5 hours of testing, had to scrap the deck. And here we are with this one that performed perfectly. So yeah, if you want to see more Golgari, you know what to do. And with that being said, let's go to the gameplay. We will have to remove creatures. Scamp is a very scary card, especially if they go for this pump spell that creates a creature, you know, when the Scamp dies. So they deal 6 damage and they still get the creature basically. So that's always a great deal. We need to keep the board clear. The next play is Challenger, if they have the perfect draw. Dragonfall. But we don't need to do it right now, which is interesting. We could do it. You know what? Because we drew another one, I will go for it. And this is so funny. Pulse is always such a great hit. We're still answering card for card, so, you know, we are not getting ahead, but at some point we should start getting ahead. Alright. Annoying, not gonna lie. Doppelgang. This could be our turn to go... No, we have to deadly cover up, but we need to get rid of something, because I want to exile Squee. Let's go for the green mana, because we don't have a natural one. I could also go for blue, I actually didn't think about it, but I think it's too early for Doppelgang, right? So do we just wait and deadly cover up? Or we pulse and force them to play more? I really like this idea, to be honest, especially that we deny 3 damage, and we also force them to play something more. They have 3 cards, this is one of them, so they actually have 2 different cards. And that means they need to waste 2 different ones to activate Squeeze, so it might take a moment. Another. They're relentless with those tokens. Scamp. You know what? Oh, this is so... I think we still need to sweep. We still need to sweep. Let's go. Because we answer everything and now we can go for Squee. So they will never get it back. We are clearing the board like an absolute champion of removal. And I mean, that's what our deck is trying to do. So we will check what they have. Enters, deals damage. Oh, that's the last one. Oh, they have nothing. Krenka, of course, the Bomber. As expected. So this next draw will basically decide if they win. Because right now they have nothing. They will miss the turn. So this draw will decide what they can do. I want to go for Up the Beanstalk, then we can even try to go for Doppelgang somehow. So let's see. They really want to draw creature, preferably some, like one of those that creates tokens every turn. If they don't, they need to pass the turn. Instantly got the creature. Just a good player in action. I always have, you know, the hope that they will just not draw the card they need, but it's always there. This is a good tap. We will lack 1 mana, but we can make a block. Oh my god, this is why we have this card, by the way. I actually removed Cornucopia for this because we have the Beanstalk synergy. Do we go with the Overlord and just play it normally? Or we wait 1 more turn and play it as a creature? They have enough removal, I think we just roll with it. So 1 damage, but we draw a card which is super huge. And I made the mistake of playing the Verge. I didn't think about it. But now we are starting to have something. We have blue mana. If we draw untapped land, we can Doppelgang for 2. Or I think... Okay. I think we have the place. This is a nice draw. I think we just Doppelgang Overlord. This will be good enough. Not as great as I hoped, because we will literally go for 1. But I think it's good enough. And now we draw a card, we get another land, and we also get a 6/5 in the board. And they probably will be able to kill it. I'm not reading those cards, but this is already a ton of value. And we can get some... We could make a fish if we want, but I think we just go with Cottage, and we prepare with Sis and Desist. Yeah, I think this is a really good play. And don't forget, we still have the other Overlord, and we can live game. So we really wrecked their strategy so far, man. We answered literally everything. I'm not sure if there will be a lot of decks that could answer what this guy did so perfectly every turn. Those pulses, man, always, like, they always are better than what I expect. When this creature enters, deals damage to a creature. Oh, this actually does nothing. I was sure that it will kill something, but it's just what? 2 damage. That's so weak. They cannot even attack with this. That means we can get even more value. Yeah, we absolutely do. And we know they can use the graveyard, so let's start exiling stuff. And this is the player. We live game, we get the new card, and let's see what the card is. A Duress. I mean, sure, I think we'll go with Virtue of Persistence here. We also get to draw a card, right? Yep. Let's go. This should be good. And this Up the Beanstalk is just giving us all those extra lands so we can keep playing them and do nothing. So that's kinda exciting. Let's go for Duress. This will make it a little bit easier. They can double torch the tower, but that's only 4 damage. And this taps them fully. Yeah, I don't think we just need to survive this turn so we can start getting free stuff with Virtue. Of course, the draw not as prime as I would love it to be, so let's make a fake stop. And they kinda want the land in this turn, so they can play this into this, kill this, and roll. And it seems that they don't have enough. Like, I can lose this creature as long as we negate some of the damage, and they really want to attack. Oh, they're not getting much value from this. So we block. We trade 1 for 1, even more because they still needed more. And what do we go for? Any 1 toughnessers? Nope. I will take this because it can trade. And let's go for this just in case we somehow do. Oh, another land! Love it. Thank you, Shuffler. Thank you. I feel like we're super winning right now. But to be fair, we can absolutely win on this draw. Do I want to attack with... No. Our deck and situation is so much better, even if we didn't draw a single value point since 3 turns, because our deck is so much better than theirs. We have no creatures, right? But we will if they kill the Overlord, and they have to kill the Overlord if they want to attack. So we are putting them in extremely bad situation. They can torch, so maybe they can exile it, but not with 1 card. And we can still take the goblins from them. The next goblin will be 2 damage, potentially. And of course we have double Fountainport and Cottage, so we have a ton of power here. Sure. That's probably the worst play of all they could make, to be honest. Is that really? I'm going for the treasures, because then I don't need to pay life. And I care about my life. That's good scamp. Every turn they are more and more behind, so at this point I don't think they can win. Let's go up the Beanstalk, see what the new card is. If we do a 5-drop, we can... Oh my god. Okay, alright, this is it. This is it. They have one turn to finish the game, because we will be stealing everything they have in the deck. It's what, 5, 8, 10 cards. Well, we will be playing Goblins, ladies and gentlemen, on the next turn. Here's your honk. And let's see, they can, of course, torch the tower scamp, they can full swing, but everything without haste will be too slow. Man, when we steal those cards and get all those 1, 2, 3 mana goblins, we will just, like, you know, flood the board with more goblins than they could ever have. I think the best goblin they can get is the one that gives them cards when a goblin dies. Let's go. I think it's 10 mana, right? 3, 6, 7, 10, 12, 10. Let's go. I think this is the correct tap. Man, this always is fun. Let's go. Let's steal some goblins. Oh, and we draw 2 extra cards, cause why not? Cause why not? We deserve them. Alright. Oh my god, into Doppelgang. Oh, we can make full armor of goblins right now. Man, this will be perfect. This will be perfect. They have absolutely zero chance to win this. They can kill the veteran, sure. That's even better, because that's the last play they will make. So I could win in many ways from here, but I think the most fun one is to literally Doppelgang. Oh my god, I have to make this. I have to make it. So we have what? 5, 8, 30 mana. 11. We go for 3. 1. This will be so fun. Look at this. And we can even copy all of the goblins. Oh my god. This is perfection. And our opponent doesn't know what hit them. Alright. Let's get the triggers, shall we? 5. 5. There can be only one goblin user in this game. And it's not you, my friend. Alright, we're going first. We have an interesting... Man, if we are against the Awakening deck, this will be so fun. Man, of course we won't. But one can dream, right? One can dream. I will still go for Up the Beanstalk, I think. I could remove the ramp. They can make a 3-drop. Is that like Annex deck? In which case this will be a problem. Alright, I think this makes it so much easier for us, and we should have enough value to just trade 1 for 1. So I would love to ignore it, but bad things can happen depending on what we are playing against. Alright, this is good, this is good. This will be a bit slow. Oh my god. Isn't it perfect, right? This is in the graveyard. Oh, it's in the... Oh, sorry, it's Adventure Zone, so we actually cannot do much. Let's just go with Up the Beanstalk and prepare for the rest of the game. Alright, I think that we're preparing for the rest of the game, and the next step is probably Green Overlord, so we can draw cards and get more mana. And then we go into this juicy robbery. I mean, listen, we are getting what we want. I could kill it. They have no priority. Oh, they have something. This was a cut down. So for this reason we are playing Up the Beanstalk. I wanted to go for the throat and do this, but if they have cut down, that means we are playing differently. And we also have a cut down, which is pretty sweet. So we can try kill this at the end step and then go cease and desist. We take the damage, it doesn't matter. I'll be honest, this is gearing toward being a very cool game, and I think we should, I wanted to say we should win this, but with this it might be a bit different. We really want those Up the Beanstalks. Okay, but they don't have mana. Now we can kill the Dread Knight. This hurts a ton. But what can you do? What can you do? This is cut down target, so at least we can use the cut down and keep go for the throat for the next thing. Alright, good. We go Verge, Cease. We get rid of the Dread Knight. And we get the card. We got good value. Our opponent got denied all the value. And we can... Alright, we are unleashing the beast. If not the removal of this Up the Beanstalk, this would be insanely better. Now I'm only scared about Duress. Please don't Duress me. This is the only problem, because Robbery is incredible right now. If we can cast it, we are skyrocketing ahead. Just don't Duress me. Alright. Oh, they have Beetle. That's scary. I didn't expect they might... So they play 4 probably. So that's 12 damage during the game. So that's something we need to be careful of. And they can go for it. That is actually scary. This also has tramples. I can kill this, but they will play a new creature and then hit us in the face. And then I have a problem. I think I have to take this huge hit. This will be scary, guys. This will be scary. I need to kill this, but I'm not sure how. We can of course block, but it will take so much, and this is a trampler. So I think I will just take 6 damage and try to, you know, play the game out of this. Because we need the Robbery, and they have Freebacks and Beetle, so you know what? We can actually steal the life gain from their deck. And we also draw a card, and we draw another card. Harvester of Misery. Okay. Okay. We are absolutely going for the Robbery. I really hope they play Deadly Cover-Up the same as us. We can steal 5 cards. We draw 1 card from our deck, then we draw another, and we steal 5 cards. So that's 7 new cards. Hopefully we'll find one answer. Alright. Not what I wanted. Our opponent is not playing exactly what I need. So how do we go about it? We can know where to run. Then we can go for the throat. Yeah, I think this is what we have to do, right? So let's go Verge. This is the perfect land right now. And I need to do it now, so they cannot crew the Beetle. This is getting very scary. I have 1 life gain here, but not much more. I think this is for the next turn, to be honest. Maybe we just get the blocker, but then they get this card. I could also destroy... No. We absolutely have to play this. That's for sure. I'm a little bit scared of, like, the Red Knight, attack, and then Beetle. It's exactly in their mana range, and it's exactly 9 damage. So we will die, even with Cease and Desist against this. If I go Overlord, I have more mana on the next turn, but I cannot do anything on this turn, so that's also pretty bad. I will go for this. They can even cut down. But I still think we go for this play. And I keep Up the Beanstalk for the future turn. You can just Cease and Desist or cut down, depending on the situation. A rough spot, because we are playing Overlords and not Cornucopia. Cornucopia would keep us safe, but Overlord draws cards. Well, you know what will happen here. You know what will happen here. So we need to tank 2 damage at least. That means we can survive. And we might be forced to Cease and Desist. No, we are doing it in this turn. They want the counter. They got the counter. Good for them. Maybe we just go with Cottage, but we need to disable it first. I really hope they won't have another creature, to be honest. And we can start rolling. I will make this play. I think we need full control for this, so we don't get to main phase. Ho, they want to deny it, alright. But fortunately, we can assist. That means that we are surviving. What do I go for? Freeback can be useful. It's when you pay, when this enters, so we actually want this card. Preacher can also help us, because we have Virtue of Persistence. We go to 9, we get rid of their Dread Knight, and now we have Deadly Cover-Up. It's something, but not exactly what we want. How do we play it? How do we play it? If I attack with Cottage, I have 4 mana left, and I get hit by Beetle again, I can get rid of their creatures, but they might top deck another one. This will be scary. Let's see what the new card is. Hopefully something good. Not really. And I think we need as much mana as possible on this turn. So I can deadly cover up, that will be everything except to... We are getting Overlord, you know? So we will have a blocker. Guys, I think we should go for it. I think we have to go for it. Let's get rid of something. Let's maybe... Well, I actually will go for Robbery. This and Affliction. We need to be efficient. This is a very close game, but we really have potential. No creatures, nothing can crew it, and I will go for the Sentinel so they cannot use it to crew the beat. See, this will be a top deck. If they cannot hit a creature, I think we will win. We can go for the beater and cop it so many times that we'll live game to like 15. So this is their only turn to win the game. And we also have as 5 toughness blocker. Thank you! Man, this could not be closer. Okay, our opponent is going first. Our mana base is acceptable. We have Up the Beanstalk. The only problem is being on the draw, because with Deadly Cover Up and Up the Beanstalk, you know you will be pretty good on the value. You just need to survive. So on the play this would be incredibly better. So this one is green, so let's go for black mana, especially that we need double black here. We are overdrawing Fountainports. Yeah, we'll have to find a way to get some extra cards. I already feel like I'm already counting my life total if I'm dead or not. Like, I kid you not. But, alright. Tear Asunder. We cannot kill this, which means Kaito is on the table, which sucks. There's no way we can counteract it. We can go for the Pulse on the next turn, so I think that's the best thing we could do. So that Cover Up is decent, but we already have one, so the second one is super bad. Alright. Alright, this is the first turn where we will be able to do something. We can also unlock all the mana cores, which is super sweet. Do we want to get rid of this? They will probably play a new creature, I would guess. We are close to sweeping. Oh, the Kaito is like the only problem here. Though this creature does nothing. I think I will cycle this, because if we can draw like Anoint with Affliction, this would make it so much easier to, you know, just kill creatures cheaply. We are always behind from being on the draw, like this really hurts. So at every point we are a bit vulnerable, because we are one play behind. But with this we are getting there, alright. So target up to 2 cards, there are no cards, submit 0, let's go for a player. And they won't counter it, it's not worth it. But it also live gains, which is sweet. See? Alright. I think this is fixed. This is finally the turn when we can start fixing everything. We have answer to every type of play. Now they are going for it. And how do we deal with it? I think it's Tear Asunder. This is such a strong card, man. And we also have Go for the Throat. The exile effect is the most important part of this. Because now it doesn't need to be, you know, double killed basically. Yeah, they can, but it's still it has summoning sickness. They can go for the... No. If they go for the Reef, they will literally scoop, bro. Like, oh my god. Here we go. Told you. Moment I see this Go for the Throat, I knew the game is close to closed. Alright. So now we can start do even more cool things. I really want to draw cards. And... Reefs. I can get rid of Reefs. I think this is good play because we have second one. So we will get rid of this. We kill the creature that was such a problem for such a long time. See, that was literally a free card. And let's go with Reefs. This way we will never get to see this ever again until end of the game. Oh, here we go, the classic standard hand of lands and removal. What do you have? Triple Kaito, the trick will be annoying. Yep, pretty classic. But at least we don't need to worry about Reefs. They are very strong. Like milling also doesn't help. especially with our amount of carding with Up the Beanstalks. So this one card will be everything they have, otherwise they have to go for Sanctuary, in which case we can kill it again with Deadly Cover-Up and get rid of another card. Oh, I think they aren't happy about this game, you know? To be fair, we were on the draw and we answered everything perfectly. This Curiosity would be disaster for most of the decks. But not for us, not for us. I think we need to greet death with sword in hand. And not with a rope in your hand. Yep, our opponent is ultra salty and roping, which I cannot say I don't love. So yeah, we pass the turn because then we can use Fountainport to create a token. And then we can draw a card with it as well on the same turn. If they make a Sanctuary, we kill it. If they make a board, we kill it. Everything they will do, we kill it. Well guys, the only thing I can say to our opponent is that this town ain't big enough for the both of us, my friend. Here you go. It's ours now. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's games and I'm so happy we were able to showcase you Doppelgang and what is the crazy potential in this deck, especially that you are so defensive and you even have Duress to prepare a lot of plays that most likely you will be able to cast it in like a long game. And this Doppelgang, if you go for X like 3, this will instantly win you basically every matchup. Like, bro, even copying Overlords will give you 3 extra lands, 3 creatures, and then you can go completely crazy with the lands. That's why also we have Crawling Barrens. This will be rare to use it, but the idea is that you can always Doppelgang it, and suddenly you have a huge army of not only Crawling Barrens as the creatures, but also extra mana to you know, activate them every turn. And this deck has a ton of mana. That was one of the ideas for it. And yeah, before we go further, because we still have one key decision that I make for this deck to discuss, huge thank you to our patrons for supporting the content. And yeah, I think that we have a lot of Golgari fans, so I hope this one hit the spot. And as I mentioned in the intro, I actually tried to make a completely different, super fun deck. And guess what? Fun decks get demolished on the ladder, at least for me, at least most of the time. So I tried to, you know, modify the deck. It was like it used cards you have never seen. It was super cool and I was so hyped for it. And I think I lost like 80% of the games with it. And I was like, no, there's no way to make it work unless you just remove the fun cards and include all the removal. And you know what? I went with Golgari because we actually can make a fun deck that is also extremely resistant to all the removal. And the key decision I made, this deck did not have Overlords in the first version. However, with Up the Beanstalk, I felt we really have to do it. Obviously, it was Ancient Cornucopia, and you have seen that live gain is super important. It actually hurts us a little bit, but I think the synergy between Overlord and Up the Beanstalk is so huge. Up the Beanstalk is like the draw engine that you never need to invest in because you play 2 mana, you get the card back, and that's kind of okay. For the rest of the game, you ignore it. And every few turns, you get a free card by casting Deadly Cover-Up, Overlord, Doppelgang, and of course those robbers, which also help. So you not only draw from your opponent deck, but also from yours, and your cards obviously are better. So yeah, I really think that Up the Beanstalk is such an extremely powerful card, and then you are kind of forced into Overlord, even though Cornucopia for 3 mana play is better, but it has no synergy with Up the Beanstalk, and that's the tipping point. And yeah, I had to even remove the 4th Deadly Cover-Up because, bro, like, I don't know what to remove. I still wanted to use Cease and Desist. In all honesty, you can try to get rid of them and go like Duress, Deadly Cover-Up. I think it could be nice, but I wanted something against Awakening combo decks, because whenever you try to remove their creature, they already have Omniscience in the board, infinite mana, which means they counter your spells. If you cast this when they try to awaken Omniscience, they cannot do anything. They are fully tapped, it's turn 4 or whatever, and you get not only denial on this whole combo, but you also remove Omniscience, so they never can cast it again. That means they need to wait until they assemble combo again from the scratch, and every time you hit Duress, you can mitigate it again, and you know, you even can pulse Omniscience if they have 2 of them. And of course, this card is amazing at denying the Annex, especially that with double Pulse and one Tear Asunder, you have like 3 cards that can remove Annex, and they have 4 in the whole deck, so you can basically most of the time answer every one of them. And of course, Cease and Desist is always like emergency break when things go wrong, and you can always just remove all the artifacts, all the enchantments, especially if you hit like an artifact deck with, you know, those synthesizers. One Desist will literally win you the game. Like, it's like Farewell. Like this, you remember how Farewell destroyed those decks. Well, Cease and Desist is still the same. You lose Up the Beanstalk, so be sure to draw cards beforehand. You can always Doppelgang all the card advantage later. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. It was a very fun on the arena when I switched to Golgari. It was very rough when I didn't. So I hope you had a lot of fun, and tell me what you think about the deck if you want to see more Golgari on the channel. So I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.